Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us for another discussion of Footprints V12. Today, we're going to be talking about BMC Footprints with regards to those workspaces that we've discussed in some of our other sessions. Now, we know that workspaces can be used for things like incidents and problems and change requests and others. But footprints under those others categories can turn literally any process that you're currently managing with pen and paper or managing with an Excel spreadsheet, or maybe you're sending a PDF file through email or a Word document that people fill in and email to another station. Those kinds of processes are begging for some formality, a way that you can say, hey, when you capture this data, I'd like to know whose inbox it got stuck in because we're not getting those processes completed in time. Workspaces and footprints, remember, can be shaped like any process you'd like. They can capture the details about literally any kind of process, not just information technology stuff like problems and incidents and changes, but also other capabilities, such as if I wanted to use footprints to maintain facilities requests. If I wish to, I can have a facilities workspace in Footprints. Again, you can build as many workspaces as you want using that point-and-click interface. This gives you the ability to capture details about your customers, right? So I can still say, yes, link to my contacts. I can still pull Greg out of my address book and link him to this facilities request. But the details that I'm capturing in this record are all about facilities types of tickets, right? I'm capturing detail about the category. Is it grounds work that we're doing in this case? What kind of subcategory? Is it snow removal? It's getting to be that time of year for many of us in the States. So that means we're going to have snow removal that may be going on. Or maybe this is the time of year when we perform maintenance on our equipment. Footprint asks us what kind of maintenance would we like. We can include any fields or any data you want to in any workspaces so that Footprints will capture the data relevant to your process. So if I said, this is just routine stuff, it isn't currently broken, we just do our maintenance in the off season. Now, because Footprints will let you link to its CMDB, its configuration management database, it allows me to use that CMDB as a place to store any kind of items. Not just information technology items like switches and routers and servers, but also information about my facilities equipment, for example. If I want to link to my facilities gear, I can say, hey, let's grab this groundskeeping equipment, that John Deere mower, and I'll link this back to the record. That means that this ticket for maintenance of the John Deere mower and the mower that I'm performing the maintenance on are tied together. And I will now have a record of every ticket ever performing maintenance against this particular mower. If I simply want to see information about the mower itself, I open up the mower just by clicking on it and choose to open it, and now I can see all the details about that device. So Footprints lets its workspaces, through your own hand, through your own design with your mouse, it allows its workspaces to be shaped really any way you want, capture the data that matters to you. What's even more important is this facilities workspace would only be viewable by your facilities team. And in fact, only the folks who performed work on this type of equipment would see tickets assigned to them. In this way, every type of ticket for every type of engineer or technician working on it, whether they're from your facilities team, your HR specialists or generalists, or your IT staff, will be assigned, and you can make sure that Footprints only allows them to see those records. All the rest of the data you capture, including how much time you spent working on things, can be tracked in Footprints. Notice that Footprints is keeping track of the time that I've spent so far entering this ticket, but it's also keeping track of, it allows me to track additional time. So if I spend 4 hours maintaining that mower, right, I'm just going to enter 4 hours, 0 minutes with a comment that says maintenance, and we'll add that time. Now I have a 4-hour and 0-minute time slot accrued to Greg, who did the work on it. You can see that there's a rate and cost field here, as well as the comment that I included. This allows Footprints to maintain the rates of billing and the overall cost. So if my costs were, I don't know, we'll pick $80 an hour for doing lawnmower maintenance, then if I worked on it for 4 hours, right, I'm into it for $320 worth. So Footprints can keep track of how much it actually costs to deliver those services in these workspaces as well. In addition to facilities workspaces, you'll see in my demo environment, I have workspaces for lots of different purposes, from bug tracking requests to fraud case investigations, even doing Health and safety reports. Some organizations use footprints for things that are completely outside of IT or even other process types. In this case, we're using it for maintaining reports. If I'm going to do an inspection type of report, then footprints asks, great, what kind of inspection report? Pre-trip vehicle inspection. Excellent. Now all of the fields will light up on the workspace that are relevant for capturing that pre-trip vehicle inspection data, including any information that I needed to put help over. So, hey, inspect the tires, tell them what to do, how to do that inspection. If it's not this type of inspection that I'm doing, then I'm going to say, well, we're going to do a fire extinguisher inspection. Notice that now all the fields on the record change. So footprints will display only the details you want. Each workspace, in this case, my new report workspace, each workspace is going to capture the data that's necessary for that process. And folks who work in this workspace are not going to even know that we have a facilities workspace. I do because I need to be able to show you. But for your organization, this facilities workspace would appear only to your facilities group. This report workspace would appear only to the report group who does this type of work. And since you can build as many of these workspaces in footprints as you would care to, you can really take all of the processes you have, use Footprint's powerful workflow and automation capabilities, and make sure that these processes always have a beginning, middle, and end so that you can track exactly where the ball is in the tube at all times and know whether that work has been completed successfully for your customer. I want to thank you for tuning into this session for Footprints version 12, and we look forward to seeing you on another one soon.